You mind walking down this way a little bit? Let's go. And also, as you're walking, you just never know what kind of plants that you may come across. Or you may see some things that are just growing in odd spots. So you want to take a, so for example, look at this. I don't know how many of you like lichen. This is obviously not lichen. This is mold or tree fungus. But one of the things that I love is patterns. I'm going to go over here, and so I like up close patterns, and it's just kind of fascinating. And then I back it up a bit because we like to get context. So I have the pattern of the broken branch, but then I have the green. So it just has some different perspectives, different angles. I'm not going to go too much further, but we are going to go, let's go around this corner here, and we will see what else may fascinate us. For example, there's poison oak. That is really fascinating, so we know to stay away. But there's a branch over there, or actually part of a tree, that is hollowed out. And we are going to see if we can maneuver around the poison oak to get some. So if you haven't gotten your exercise in, nature photography will help with that for sure. Well, let's see what it looks like from the other side. It may be just as fascinating or not. Oh yeah, yeah. Come take a look at this side. So from the other side, you could see just a little bit. From here, you can see it more hollowed out, and it also has an interesting perspective. You want to come over to this side? There you go. I have been told that a person can take a lifetime of pictures within a square mile of their home. At some point, we're going to see if we can do that. See what we can find within a square mile. So there's something else I'd like you to see with this. Again, your eye being your most important piece of equipment. Notice this little weed plant. I have to look it up to see exactly what it is. But notice, and the texture behind it of the branch or tree part that broke, that is going to be a beautiful picture. The contrast in texture the color, of course, the green and the brown, and the different browns in there. So as you are selecting what to take pictures of, consider contrast. So, of course, there's a couple of things that I'm going to take out of the way because I'm not sure how much of that I am going to be able to get. But let's see what we can do with this. You can also see, as I got closer, didn't notice it at first, so that's why getting closer is always a good thing. In between the bark and the tree, I'm sorry, in between the bark and the tree there's something growing right there. You see how that is going? So that will also be a very interesting picture. I'm going to remove this part of it, scoot it to the side. When you're out in nature, it's also a very good thing, very important actually, that you let people know, someone know where you are, or even better, that you don't go by yourself. I don't know if you've seen in the news lately people getting caught in some of the storms, going for a walk and not telling anyone. You don't want to do that as a photographer. It's easy to follow a path or a trail, end up someplace where you're not quite sure where you are. And of course, no one else knows either, so it's wise to let someone know that you're gone, or better, have someone come with you. So I thank you for coming with me. Let's go down this trail just a little bit more. I believe it's a tent. And there it goes. So a rule of taking pictures of birds is take your picture, stop, move closer, take picture, stop, move closer, so that hopefully you'll get something. As you see, here's our river going on down that way. We're just going to walk just over here, so we'll have some of the branches out of the way. If you are like me, you love water, the sound of it, the look of it, just the feel of being around, hearing the birds in the air, and they're watching you. Quite a few more birds in this area. They're probably asking each other, is he gonna get my picture today? I hope he gets my best side. And there actually is some beaver work right across the water there. You see it? That little bit there chewed off. I can see 3 stumps where beavers have worked on, and the one where it is still there. Let's get a little closer. So we were actually very lucky. I didn't know that that had been done since the last time I was here. Watch your step there. Some areas that are easy to trip on. And of course, another area or another part of photography that you want to capture as much as possible is ivy growing around trees, branch. It makes for fascinating art. We come back in the spring or a little later in the year, we'll get a chance to see how this has grown, but I am sure this is going to be just beautiful. More poison oak there. So do you know how to determine what poison oak looks like? Hopefully you will learn that before, not after the fact. But poison oak, like this is poison oak here, has the 3 leaves sticking out like that. Notice all the greenery in the area, and there's some plants that have some red leaves. They look like they are probably all poison oak, which is nice that they are giving us a warning that if you don't want to have the itchies later on, it's just best to stay away. Also, because we've had a number of storms in California lately, there's been a lot of trees going down, so please be careful. But as you're looking at the underside of trees, or as you're looking at various things, you may find some fascinating things growing between the parts of it that are broken. Like already right here, you can see there's something trying to work its way through. And that's always a wonderful picture. If you have seen my book, you will note that I have a picture of a little sapling, I guess, pushing through rocks. And that is just amazing how something so seemingly small and is not strong enough to do anything, yet finds its way, pushes its way through, and creates art like that.